Hi, and welcome to another video of Yocto tutorial series. In this video, we are going to learn how to upgrade an existing recipe using Devtool. So in this video, we are going to learn the upgrade overflow, then what is a commit ID, how to upgrade with commit ID, then how to version the recipe or versioning the recipe, and deploy and testing the recipe. So the upgrade workflow is that first of all, we already have an existing recipe in our layers. We call the Devtool upgrade and then the name of the recipe to bring it to the upgrade workspace. The upgrade fetches the recipe from the layer and then it extracts its sources into the workspace. Here we edit, we rename, and we build the recipe. But when we do the upgrade with the new versioning, then the new sources, the updated sources will be fetched from the some repo. Then we edit it, we rename it, and we build it. Then we deploy to test it, and then we undeploy it if it is working, and then we do the finish task. Here we are going to upgrade our existing recipe, this factorial.get recipe, using the commit ID, also known as source revision. So here is the flow. So every time we commit our code in GitHub, these are the commits, the GitHub creates a commit ID, also known as source revision. So this was our initialization, then we made some changes and we committed it. So here the commit ID will be different than this one because this is the new commit, and then this one will also have a new commit. For example, previously I have only one commit and I have created this factorial recipe. So this is the initial commit that we have. Now we have changes, we made many changes in our recipe and we did the multiple commits. Now I want to upgrade my recipe with the latest commit. For that, I can use either this commit or this commit. This is the little bit previous commit and this is the latest commit, and this is our main branch. So as you can see that previously 0 the initial commit, then I did some changes and did a commit, so here's another commit, and this is the latest commit. You can see that each commit has a different commit ID. So now we will use this commit ID to update our recipe or to upgrade our recipe. Previously we were using this one, but we didn't use any commit ID here. We just created the recipe using the GitHub link, and when we create a recipe using the GitHub link, it automatically takes the recent one, the most updated one. So at that time this was the most recent, but after when I did commit, so this one became the most recent. But in our recipe, when we created first time, it took this ID because at that time this was the recent ID. So now first of all, let us check in our machine, in our target machine, our factorial, how it works. So if I type factorial, so it will ask for a number. It will say enter a number to find the factorial. Let us say 5. So we get a output. The factorial of 5 is 120. But here we need to enter, and this is our extra line. So what I did is, instead of asking, I have given it as an argument. It means I'll write factorial and here I will give 5 or 6 or any number, and then it will automatically print the output. So I have removed this line, this extra step. And here you can also see I have written input by command line argument in my commit. So now let us upgrade our factorial recipe. So for doing that, we need certain things. So let us do first of all devtool upgrade help. So if you see here, there are many options that we can give. First of all, these two arguments are required. So if we required, but if we don't give this argument, so the work directory will be automatically, workspace will be automatically created and it will be our source tree. So what we need is a recipe name, which is our factorial. After that, we are updating it using source revision or commit id. So here we'll give it this flag. We are not updating it using branch but source revision. So we'll give it this flag, this option. After that, we will also give it a new version. So if we give the version here, this new version number, so it will update the PV. It will upgrade the PV. It means it will upgrade this variable. So instead of 1.0.0, it will upgrade it whatever we give it. So now let us do it. So first of all, what we need is we need dev tool upgrade, then we need the recipe name, then we will use this flag capital S, and then we will paste here our latest commit ID, which is this one. This I copied from my GitHub, and then I will give the version. I will say 2.0.0, and now we'll say enter. Let me go here and first of all remove this user bin factorial, because we're going to check our new one. Okay, extracting current version. So now let us go to Workspace, and in Workspace we'll go to recipe first and we'll see the recipe. As you can see that the name is right now the same, the factorial underscore get, and this is also factorial underscore get. We will deal this in a while. So first of all, let us see it here. Same thing. Now there are two main changes. One is the package version number, and other is this source revision or commit ID. So it has also been changed. So if we now, before we build it and deploy it, I want to do one thing. I want to rename my, not rename, but give a version number to my recipe. So what I will do is I will do devtool rename, and first of all we'll check the help. So it says to rename, we will give the recipe name and the new name. It says that the new name of the recipe, it says that it is an optional, not needed if you only want to change the version. So we only want to change the version. So what we'll do is we will give the -v with version. So the -v option that we use with the upgrade, it only changes inside the recipe but not in the recipe name. So now we also want to change it in the recipe name. So what we'll do is we'll do devtool rename factorial, and we only want to change the version. So version 2.0.0. So it is better to use the same version into PV and into the name of the recipe. Otherwise it may create the confusion. So now rename. So the renaming the recipe, if we see again, now it is our 2.0.0. So code factorial 2.0.0. So it is the same recipe, just we give the new version number. Now we will build the recipe. Devtool. One more thing we can do before we build it, we will check the source. So here we have source. So let us see the code first, and here you can see that we have used as arguments the command line arguments. So now we will build the recipe. Devtool build factorial. So this time if you see, it is building 2.0.0 instead of git. So it has built it successfully. Now we'll do devtool deploy target factorial and to our machine. So we are deploying it. So if we deploy it, we can test it here. Now here factorial, and this time if I just press enter, you see that error, no argument found. It also says usage positive integer. So now we'll do factorial and we'll do it again 6, let us say. So here we have the factorial of success 720. So we have skipped here the excess step. Now we can also test it like 0, or we can say now -1. So if we give -1, again it says factorial of negative number is not defined, again the usage. So our recipe is now working. So what we will do is we will undeploy it, undeploy. Okay, so now it has been undeployed successfully. We can check it once more. So factorial not found. Now we will finish. To finish, devtool finish. Again we'll check it. So to finish we have to give the recipe name and the destination. We can also save the new version into another layer. In this way we will have two of them, recipe, the factorial get and the factorial 2.0.0, but by default the bitbake system will take the latest one if we have not defined it somewhere else. To use the previous version, then we have to define it in what we say into our preferred version variable. If you don't know how to use the preferred version, please watch my video on that. But here we are not creating an extra recipe, but we are upgrading the same one. It means that this one will be removed, I guess, and then instead of this one we will have this one in the same path method, tabular recipe example factorial. So now what we'll do is we'll do devtool finish factorial, and then we'll give it the path. It is our meta tab. Okay, we have our source here. So first of all what we need to do is we need to remove this binary and then come back and we'll do it once more. Okay, so it has been updated. If you see that now this here is, this recipe is also deleted, not found, and this one also, because this is in our workspace and this is in our meta tabular. Now if we go to our meta tabular into our recipes example factorial, so here you can see that instead of the get, now we have factorial 2.0.0. It means that it has been upgraded. If we see now uh, code factorial 2.0.0, so if you see that now it has been upgraded with the new version, new revision, not the version, new revision. Also the name, the version here in sense that the name of the recipe. So now let us, so the recipe has been deleted from the workspace, and it says that if we don't need it anymore, we can delete it manually. So I will delete it, and then what I will do is I will now use pitbake to build the recipe. So again, if you see that it is doing 2.0.0. So in this way we can upgrade the recipe using the commit ID or source revision. Hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.